Hello everybody, this is Shar Creates. My name is Shardine and welcome to the Creative Podcast. I hope you're all doing well. We are finally in 2021 and as always I've decided to upload last minute. So I'm so sorry. What to tell you? I mean, we're only a month in to the new year and it's been not the best start to the new year, honestly. Lots of stuff going on with work and health. As you can see, I'm a little tired. My sleep schedule's a bit messy at the moment, so I'm a little sleepy right now. I had a very long lie-in, so what to tell you? I've been quite busy with my crochet actually. Not as busy as I hoped because there's some things that I've fallen a bit behind on, but I'll get to that. But I feel like I've done a lot since the last time I showed you. So why don't we just jump straight into it? Now the first project I'm going to show you is the Stylecraft Special DK Ultimate Blanket. Still doesn't have a proper name. If you guys have a good name for the blanket, please let me know in the comments. Otherwise I'll just keep calling it the Ultimate Stylecraft Special DK Blanket. Maybe one day I'll come up with a name, but we'll see. But last time I showed you, I didn't have any pink. And we now have pink. So I believe when I last showed you, I had one row of the cream in there, I think. And since then I have added 2 rows of pink. So I think that's the fondant and candy floss, if I remember correctly. I do have the next colour attached. This one's Pale Rose. So I did attach it to the blanket so I could just pick it up and continue it whenever I felt like it. But I haven't picked it up recently. I did this more at the beginning of the month, just before the Meadow Cow started, which I'll show you afterwards. So 12 more rows in this. We're into the pinks now. There's like a lot of pinks, I think. Oh, I can't see it from here, but there's quite a few pinks in, and then purples, and then the blues will be next. But it's getting there, slowly but surely. This is a very long-term project. If you don't know and haven't been to my channel before, I'm using every single colour of Stylecraft Special DK for this blanket, although it's probably going to have to be made in 2 halves because it's already pretty big, as you can see. I am aware that a new colour, I don't know if it's come out yet or will be coming out. There's a new brown coming out. I think it's going to be called Ginger. I don't remember what the colour was voted. I personally didn't like any of the names for the new colour. As soon as I saw it, I thought like bourbon, like, you know, like the chocolate bourbon biscuits. That's what the colour reminded me of, or cocoa, like chocolatey. That's kind of colour. So the names are kind of weird for it, but yeah, it's a really nice colour regardless. So as you can see, I've already done brown, so I'm probably going to use it as the border, maybe. And if another colour comes out between now and the time that I finish it, any new Stylecraft colours come out before I finish this blanket, I'll just add it in the border, because I don't really want to just add it anywhere, especially since I've already done brown. Like, can't add brown on top of like red or blue or green or something weird like that, so it'll probably just go to the border. But I'll worry about that when I get to it. So yeah, this is done with a 4mm hook, and it's just in V-stitch, and it was inspired by a video by Ophelia Talks on YouTube. She did a V-stitch scrap blanket using a lot of her leftover Stylecraft balls, and she had a lot. Like, she could almost have every single colour of Stylecraft Special DK. That's how many that she had. But she used a 3.5mm hook, I believe, for her blanket, and hers was not as wide as mine. I think I chained a lot more than she did for her blanket, but I can't remember for sure. But yeah, that's where that inspiration came from, and I just want to use every single colour. So that's a challenge in itself. It will be costly, but as long as I spread the costs over the coming year or years, or however long it takes me to work on it, it'll get done eventually. But yeah, that's the ultimate Starcraft blanket. Still fun to do, nice, easy stitch, very mindless. A lot like the next project I'm going to show you. So, the end of the last year, I bought the pack for the Meadow Cow by Attic 24. She released the cow at the start of January. I think it was January 10th that it started. I'm not going to do the maths now. Actually, I've got a calendar. I can just quickly check. So it started on the 8th of January, which was a Friday. And it's an 8-week, I think it's an 8-week cow. And I bought the yarn pack before Christmas to make sure that I was ready for it. And we're 4 weeks in now. I think the 4th week started on Friday. I am over a week behind now. I had put it down for a while because I just wasn't, I had like a week or so where I just didn't want to crochet. So I think, yeah, 4 weeks in now. I've only done 2 weeks worth of crochet on my blanket. And I love the colours so much. I love it. It's so springy. So where's the bottom? This is the bottom. Yep. And here's my progress so far. Now, the initial way that she wanted the blanket done is, so there's like a specific order that the colours were done in to make it seem like it was like a meadow of flowers, and when the colours kind of work up into like the sky, so it's kind of like a picture. But I realized lately that I really don't like the randomness of colours. Like, I like there to be an order, you know, like with granny squares where people do like random colours in the squares and it just looks amazing. I don't like that. As nice as it looks and the way that people can pull it off, it's amazing. Like, I'm not very good at putting colours together, but I don't like working my projects like that, and I don't think I'll ever do kind of like a random striped kind of blanket. So I just went for a colour wash, so all the colours kind of blend together, and it's in a repeating pattern. So once the 12 colours are done, I start over and keep going, as you can see. And I love this. It's like like crosses. I don't even know what the stitch is called, if I'm honest. It's like a cross stitch. It looks like a cross stitch, basically. At least that's how I see it. There's 12 colours of Starcraft. She has really sweet thought on her blog. But because I'm just doing the same colours repeated, I don't really need to check the blog to see what colours are out. But I did want to try and just keep up with it every week, so I just made sure to stay on top of it, which you can see I have done. So I need to pick up the pace. I need to get on it. And yeah, put some more time to it because it's really easy to do. That's the great thing about Lucy's patterns. They're just really simple to do, and you don't have to look at the pattern or anything to work out how to do it. So I love it. The colours are great. I will finish it. I will get back on track. Because I'm not on track anymore, I'm probably not going to sew in my ends as I go, because I was just going to, at the end of each week, I was just going to sew my ends, like I've done here. But as I'm behind, that's just going to slow me down. So I'm going to be naughty and not sew in my ends until I catch up. And I think I'm not going to regret it. I don't mind sewing my ends in. I've got plenty of tail. It's really not that difficult, so it should be fine. It should be fine, right? I'm going to kick myself in the teeth for that. But yeah, this is the Meadow Cow. If you want to buy the yarn pack, it is on the Wool Warehouse website. It's the only place you can get it. They do ship worldwide. But please keep in mind that they are a family-run business. So there's not many people, and with what's happening in the world right now, it's going to take time for things to get delivered. So please keep that in mind if you do decide to buy anything from their store. They are really good at getting things out to you. They'll keep you posted for how long it would take to deliver in the current climate. But please bear in mind that it's going to take a bit longer these days. It's not going to get to you straight away. So, but regardless of that, they are an amazing company. And if you want any of Lucy's packs, go there. Yeah, I highly recommend Warehouse and Lucy's packs. So that's the Meadow Cow. Hopefully, I think, so it's 8 weeks, so that's 2 months, so it should be done by March, right? I'm hoping that I'll catch up. I'm hoping I'll catch up in March. Fingers crossed. There's that. And the last thing I have to show you is a jumper that I've been designing. And I've finally made some good progress. I kind of got stuck at the sleeve for a while, and I put it to the side because I just didn't want to deal with it, but I picked it up this weekend and managed to finish the first sleeve. So let me show you the jumper first, because I think the last time I showed you I just had panels done. So here's the main body. I don't have a front or back here. Here we are. So I didn't have enough blue to do it the way I wanted to, because I wanted to have blue along the neckline and the ribbing at the bottom, but I didn't have enough. I only bought one ball of blue because I thought it'd be enough, but it clearly wasn't. So I would prefer it to have a blue ribbed at the bottom, but it's fine. It's fine. And I think I might, because I will be doing this again for when I want to release it. This is more of like a test version, and it's not in the colours that is for the aesthetic that I want for my designs. So there will be changes to this in the future, but as long as I have the idea of how to put it together and it works, then should be all gravy. So that's the body. And then the sleeve, I finished the first sleeve in the early hours of this morning, like 2:30 a.m. So that's the sleeve. So it will be sewn together like this. And the cuff has like a kind of ribbing as well. And then it's just granny stripe along. So hopefully when I put it together, it'll look a bit like this. I think that's going to look awesome. I don't know if I want a different colour cuff on the sleeve as well. So tell me what you think. Do you like the blue neckline? Would it look good with the blue ribbing at the bottom to kind of complement the neck? Should I add the blue? Should I add the contrasting colour on the cuff as well? Tell me what you think. I'd like your opinions on it. When I finish it and put it together, I will also ask everyone on Instagram as well. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it's shard_creates on Insta. So I've got the first sleeve done. I've made notes on improving the second sleeve to make sure that I get that right, to make sure that I get the pattern right. And this feels like it takes forever. It really shouldn't, but I don't know what it is about sleeves, but they just take so long to do. It's just back and forth rows. And it's not even that much, and I hate sleeves. I don't know why I do this to myself, but I really wanted to have this design on my garment, and yeah, I'm gonna have to make like more blankets and design blankets and like vests and stuff that doesn't have sleeves, because it's such a pain in my backside. I can't stand it. But yeah, please do tell me what you think about the contrasting colors, because I also think that I'd make the blue squares of 2 rounds, maybe trying it with 1 round instead, so and then the rest of it in the main color. So I think those, because the granny squares are 3 rounds and then joined on the 4th round. So yeah, give me your opinions, people, and what you think so far. I think I'll definitely will want to publish this as a pattern in the future, but we'll get there when we get there. Kind of waiting on a bit of guidance, because I don't know how to make patterns or do anything like that. But we'll see when we get there. We'll see. But I need to finish it first. So there's that. There's no name for it yet. I do have name ideas for things that I want to put out, but it kind of goes with the color scheme that I'm doing them in, so they don't have a name yet until I decide which colors I'm going to do it into. So it's with the aesthetics. So we'll get there when we get there. And that's my projects. So I will point out, which I should have done at first, that if you notice on the thumbnail, there was a big word that said focus. And that is my word for 2021, focus. I, like a lot of people out there, start things and never finish them. And I have a very bad habit of it. That's why last year I kept using the hashtag, what was it? Hashtag Team Finisher, to try and finish all my projects, and instead of just starting everything, actually make the effort to try and finish them before starting something new. So I'm going to continue with that theme this year, but it's more of an overarching theme, because I want it to apply it to my life in general, and just focusing on the things that I want to do, the goals that I want to reach, and try my best to just not lose my focus. So the projects that I've shown you, except for the Ultimate Star-Craft Special DK blanket, are the only projects I've been working on. I haven't picked up a hook to work on other things. I haven't started anything new. They've just been my focus. And I think with the cow, that's been really good just to do, because it helps me to stay on track, even though I haven't been on track. It's something to help me focus, stay on track, and work on it, and make sure that I finish it. And just having my own design on the side as well, so I can kind of vary it up, has really been helping me to just focus on getting them done before I start something new. I do have other ideas in mind. There's a jumper dress pattern that I've seen that I really want to do, but I'm not going to start anything until I finish what I'm already working on. And once I finish one of them, I will work on something else. And I also want to work on some smaller things, some smaller projects. Everything I do takes a long time, and I get burnt out and bored quite quickly. So I just want to try and really vary up the things that I make. And I still have plans. I still want to do the whole, oh my god, what's the word for it? Oh no. I'll leave that for another time, because I can't remember what I'm talking about now. Oh my gosh, you can tell I'm tired. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I do have plans to do other stuff on my channel, like I've said before. I'm just trying to get back into the swing of things, and just, cause I plan on buying a camera for filming in the future instead of using my laptop, because I still can't use my phone to film. I have tried again and it's not worked for me, so I'm planning on buying a camera to do my filming going forward. So hopefully once I get that, it might make doing other videos more a lot easier than having to try and do it with a laptop. So we'll see. So thank you everyone who has been sticking around with my channel. I really appreciate all of you who comment. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe. Share this video with all your friends. Spread the word. Let's talk crochet. Let's talk knitting. Let's talk everything. This is a creative podcast. It's not limited to crochet, although that's what I'm really mostly doing at the moment. I was going to pick up my knitting, but I couldn't find because I like to write my notes on a piece of paper and I couldn't find it. So that's the only reason why I hadn't knitted, but I found it, so I can start working on my socks again now that I found it. I have a habit of misplacing things. I think about getting back into colouring as well, because I used to do that a lot. Maybe some kumihimo. I don't know. Like, I used to make bracelets, like chainmail. Oh my gosh, all these things I used to do. But we'll see. We've only just got into the new year. We're only a month in, so let's see how it goes. So thank you everybody. I really appreciate your time and being here. Stay safe, keep well, and I'll see you all in the next video.